Friends is a decent show, but they make better companions for our lives. We all need them, most of us have them, yet the older we get, the harder it is for us to find them. Why is that? Is there any way to change that? And what categorizes someone as a true friend? Are you in the right circle of them? I do know one thing, a true friend will not steal your brand new headphones. Let's sail into it. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to all of our listeners and viewers. We want to thank you guys so much for joining us today. If you are a return viewer, we want to thank you for your loyalty and your support. And if you're brand new to the channel, welcome. This is Prayerdise Podcast, a podcast co-hosted by yours truly. My name is Tokomodo, and joining us all the way from Cebu, Philippines, my co-host and co-creator of this show as well, the lovely, the stunning QueenTv.
Hi, welcome back to the show. Thank you for the good words, Mr. Handsome. Thank you so much. Almost. Of course, you're handsome, right, guys? We all agree on that. Yeah, the ever handsome Tokomodo.
Also real fast, nice headphones, by the way. Did a friend give you that?
Hi, guys. I have a new headphones. We're like twinning right now because Tucker gave this to me. Thank you so much. And I really appreciate this one. He surprised me. It's not yet my birthday. It's his birthday, like coming. And he's the one who has a gift for me. Thank you so much. I love it.
Early Christmas gift and
early Christmas gift.
Partner gift.
Yes, thank you so much. Yeah, we're like the same. Yes, of course. This is better. I mean, yeah, better than the other one. Oh.
Awesome.
How's your week or your day?
I'm doing well. Just very tiring day to day at work, and strange hours. Very strange hours with my sleep and my work and doing the podcast today, but I'm okay, having fun. Here for it. Yeah. What about yourself?
It was a good week. Not much events because it's about to end. Towards the end of the month, it was like okay. So now that it's November, November to remember. Yeah. So far it's getting good. Yeah. Thank you so much for asking. How about our friends from the podcast? I don't know. What shall we call to our viewers?
The sphere. I don't know. The atmosphere.
Guys, if you come up with something that, we might use it to call you guys, our viewers, then yeah, you can just,
The seagulls.
Seagulls. What?
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, if you come up with something, just comment. Yeah, comment.
Do you mind sharing kind of the events that you went to recently? I know you went to a car one with Honda.
Oh yeah, not sponsored yet by Honda. Our podcast, Honda. We can do a podcast while having a trip, right? That would be nice. That would be cool.
Trip around California.
Yes, to all the car, companies you might wanna.
Hyundai.
We're just kidding. Hyundai, yeah. He's a fan of Hyundai, by the way. You're a fan, right? And your car is Hyundai.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a better. You said like a better. better car.
Designs. Yeah, better designs. Better. It's crazy. I worked for Toyota for a bit, and an old coworker of mine ended up working with me at Hyundai because I got him the job. He really needed one, and we were looking at the cars. He's like, "Man, Toyota's like far behind." He's like, "Why are these cars so like ahead of Toyota?" I was like, "I know, right? Like it's crazy. Like all the features that they have is just like way different."
Really?
Yeah.
Toyota is from
Japan. Hyundai is
Ah,
Korea.
Korea. Oh wow. Are they like user friendly?
Oh yeah. Hyundai. Well, both cars are. If you get a Toyota or a Hyundai, you're gonna get a great car no matter what. Just Toyotas are just well known for being more reliable.
Reliable.
But actually, I will say over the years that's kind of changed. I've sold a few cars that came back literally the next week at Toyota.
Ooh,
It's crazy.
Toyota. Okay, but yeah, speaking of user friendly, our topic for today is, you might want to say it, do the honor, please.
Yeah, so today's topic was made by May. She came up with the topic herself. Are you in the right circle of friends, or what makes a true friend? What makes somebody a true friend? That's going to be
Yes.
today's topic. And this might or might not be the second time we're recording this whole episode, because last time we had
Yeah.
some technical difficulties.
The struggles, might as well, we're gonna share our struggles being a podcaster, like first time podcasters that are like far from each other. We don't have studio, guys.
Yep.
The struggle is really real, but
Absolutely.
we're still here, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So on to the topic real fast, May. What do you think creates a true friend or a circle of true friend? What categorizes that for your from your point of view?
I think I'm gonna go for three, maybe, reliable, trustworthy, and someone who cares, of course. I think that's the a good sign that you have a good friend, because you can rely on them whenever like things are not okay, or like especially when you're struggling with something, and they're there to comfort you. That's really a good that you have a good friend. How about you?
Yeah, no, I 100% agree. Absolutely. I mean, I could get to my first point here, but I don't want to jump the gun and take over your first point. So I'll let you start us
it's
off
okay.
with your first point. Yeah.
It's okay, you can go ahead, and then I'm just gonna have mine.
Yeah. I mean, I just wrote here people who are above, who are willing to go above and beyond for you and with you as well. So they're able to put their needs and wants aside in order for you to either succeed or get to where you need to be in life and stuff like that. So I wrote that there. So people who are willing to go above and beyond for you,
Wow.
I would say creates a true friend,
Wait,
true friend.
do I
circle.
have someone like that? I think so. I do have someone like that.
Yeah, it's good to have.
Yeah, it's good to have friends who are like that, like go beyond and above. Wow. Especially in a circle where like, or in a community, or a workplace where it's all social media. It's scary. Like really, it's scary to be on social media, because you might not know, like, this person has something like an agenda to you, or they're just being your friends because you're beneficial to them. There are people who are like that.
Yeah.
I mean, not just in this industry that I'm in, but also at work, right? We
Right.
have those, struggles with, there are people who have hidden agenda behind your back, and they're talking something behind your back. And I'm glad that most of the people that I know in the circle that I have is like not like that, I should say.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, a hidden agenda is called a hidden agenda for a reason.
Oh yeah. It's hidden
I'm joking.
somewhere.
Not to scare you
Scary.
or put you on edge there. Yeah.
What? Scary.
Yeah. So that was my first point there. Did you have anything to add to that, or next point of what creates a true friend and what makes a good circle of friends?
So I have here my first, you can be with your true self when you are with them. Yeah, I mean, that's it. Like, no two-face. I mean, you can, like, they know you're not perfect. They know your flaws, but then they don't judge you because of that.
Right.
They lift you up instead. and
Yeah.
encourage you that, hey, it's okay. It's okay not to be perfect. It's okay to make mistakes. That's life. You learn from mistakes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I agree. I agree. They should be able to kind of like put themselves, like, have empathy, put themselves
And that's it.
in your position sometimes, and just understand that we're all human. We're not going to be perfect.
Mm-hmm.
There's going to be times where we do mess up, and we have to understand people's. Yeah. sometimes we mess up, like our connection last time, our Wi-Fi connection.
The Wi-Fi connection, yes, one good reason, and then like, oh, okay.
Yeah, no, absolutely. To have like a place where there's no judgment, for sure, it feels great. You could just be yourself and know that these people are not going to attack you for being yourself, or hate you, or betray you, or resent you just for being who you are as a person. You need people who match your crazy. That's it.
Did you match my?
I don't know. Did I match? You're crazy.
I think so. I'm
Know.
crazy sometimes.
I know some women who probably tell you the same thing, that I'm crazy.
Not really. I'm more crazier. Okay, it's your turn. It's your
No,
next.
I agree on that for sure. I just put here people who want to see you succeed and help you get there any way they can. So kind of bouncing off the first point, them being willing to go above and beyond for you. They do that because they want to see you succeed in life, whether it be your goals or your dreams, in a project, in a job, in anything that they want to see you succeed in. They're gonna do anything they can to help you get there. I like to think of myself as somebody who does that for my friends. Whatever they need, I'm going to be there for them. I'm usually the first person who drops everything in order to help them as best as I can. I just try to be that type of friend, because that's the kind of friend that I'm also looking for as well. People that I'm looking for in my life as well. That saying, be the change you want to see in the world, is kind of it's kind of like subconsciously there in the back of my head, to just constantly be a good person, just love one another, and just be there for each other. That's all.
It's like, be a ladder and not a well. I mean, yeah, like a deep well, like someone who lifts you up, like help you like climb up, and not someone who will gonna push you down, put you in a bad situation. So I guess that's friends for me. Yeah, and I'm lucky.
If they push you down, oh well.
Yeah. What? If they push you down, what will you do? Oh well. Oh well. Yeah, if you push. Okay, that's it. Okay, my next one is, if you are talking more positive than negative energy. What I mean is, have a like a circle of friends who talks positive. I realize that now that I'm in my 30s. In my 30s ish. Hi. Now that I'm in my 30s, because back then when I was like teenager, like teenage years, I'm like, I want to have friends. Like, I want to be friends with them because they're cool. I want to be friends with them because I think they're like, they have this fame or something like that. I had those times, like, I should be friends with them, like trying to fit myself to a circle where I don't belong.
Right. To conform to it.
Yeah, and I'm telling you, it's not a good place to be in.
Yeah.
You're trying to please them. You're trying to be someone that you are not. You're trying to do the things that you don't really want to do because you want to be in. You want to be, like, they're doing this, so I might as well, I'm gonna do this, when they're doing bad stuff. So I was in a kind of circle back then, but now I'm in my 30s. I'm like, I'm gonna pick. I'll be picky with who my circle is, because really it's important to have people who encourage you more, who lifts you up, who's not a negative person. You have to have positive, you know, energy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. I agree. I agree. Yeah, you have to filter out. Now as you get
Filter.
older, you have to filter out like who's there for you and who's got your back, you know. It's kind of like a coffee grinder where you have to, or it's kind of like a coffee filter, you know, it filters out all the coffee grinds and you get the substance. It's just like that. Yeah. So you're looking for people with substance pretty much is what I'm.
So that you can make a good coffee.
So you can make good coffee, yeah. Yeah. Oh, if you have friends that can make good coffees, you're set. You're set for life. You're like, I know myself aside, I know a few people who can make some really good coffee. So and they're
Are they
friends.
good friends too?
Yeah, yeah. They- when they can be.
Oh.
Everybody's busy these days, you know, children, marriage, just life in general, work. Yeah. But when they're there, they're there for sure. Yeah.
Oh, that's really nice. Yeah, same with me. I do have friends who are married and friends who are busy building themselves, and I'm like, it's okay. Like, but we have those times that we talk or some like let's catch up. Like my
Yeah.
bestie, she's an entrepreneur. She's a real estate woman and a wife and also like she has a job too, so like she always sends me reels. That's the communication that we have, like every day there's reels on my DM on Instagram, on TikTok. She has she sends me everything. And me, I'm the
Real estate.
receiver. Real
Real estate.
relationship.
Relationship. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the kind of relationship that we have. She's more like a giver, and me, I'm more like a receiver. And it's not bad in our dynamics, really. Because I say thank you, it's like more like saying thank. So,
It's okay.
yeah, that's it. My bestie Mitch. Hi, Mitch. I love you. Thank you for sending me reels every day. And all I do is like go haha heart. Yes. That's and
You
sometimes I
react
like
without watching.
guilty. Mitch,
Caught in
sorry.
4K.
Something like that. Sometimes, hoy, sometimes. Yeah. Because if I'm like I'm for example, I'm in an event, like, oh, she sends me something, I'm like, okay, just heart.
That's awesome. I'm guilty
Yeah.
of that too. Don't tell my friends.
Okay.
I'm guilty.
Calling all the friends of sends reels and TikTok videos.
And like in 10 seconds and it's a 1 minute long reel. I'm like, oh, I got caught. Sorry.
So maybe if I'm sending you reels, you don't really look at that?
No, I watch. I watch yours.
Okay. I'm trying to cut you there.
Yeah,
Good job.
I watch yours. Yeah.
Oh, you watch. What was the last one that I sent?
So back to point. Back to your next point.
Okay, back to the topic. Okay, who's next? You? I think you.
Yeah. I just put here. Again, a lot of these points kind of correlate with each other. They mirror each other, in as far as like like not message. As far as just like the point is they mirror each other. But people who will drop everything to be there for you. I guess that goes back to like reliability, like you mentioned earlier. Just knowing that there's people out there in the world that you can rely on when things get heavy or things get tough, or if you need them as soon as possible, they'll do whatever they can to be by your side to help you any way they can. So I would say something like that. So people who will drop everything to be there for you was my next point there.
So
Reliability.
So, like, mine is like their absence makes you reminisce good old days. I mean, I always say this, friends are seasonal. We have like summer, winter, fall, autumn. We have those kinds of friends. But if you are lucky if you have a friend or a best friend who's like been there for you through all the season. Like whatever happens, like summer ends or autumn ends, they're there. I mean,
Mm.
through you have problems, you have, in your life, or you achieve something, they are there for you. And that's really, really, you should treasure them. And
Right.
uh, I should say I have those friends. Like, we don't talk a lot, but they're always, like, we always make sure that we say, how are you doing, from time to time. Yeah, like, call a bit,
Checking up on each other.
checking on each other. Also, I have a friend. I met her 3 years ago. While I was like starting to build my career in live streaming.
Mm.
Yeah, and she's in Dubai right now. Her name is
Wow.
Jonna. CC Jonna, hi. So I met her online. We haven't seen each other yet in person, but she's a Filipina. She's working in Dubai, and I met her on my stream. And then, like, you just know, like, you know when you click to someone, when you started talking, and then, like, there's like not ending, like the conversation is not ending, and it's all like, oh my god, like, happy. CZ Jonna is like that. But also, we have those times that, we like the drama in a woman's world. We have that. We
Oh, I
have
know
that,
about
but
that.
yeah, but she's always there, and also I'm always there for her. Like, she have problems and everything.
Right.
It's a different kind of friendship that we build online, although we did not see each other. But I get close to her mom, like to her boyfriend back then, and like the like, it feels like she's my sister, like older sister kind of relationship. And we don't talk
Right.
every day now. Before, she always check up on me, and I always check up on her, but now she's
Right.
kind of busy. So it's like, sometimes I forgot that sometimes I forgot that I have, like, I'm gonna like text her, but she'll gonna text me, and like, that's the kind of relationship that we have. Like, if someone is not like texting, or kind of busy in life, like, someone who's not, we're gonna reach. Yeah.
Right.
And it's not like, oh, she's not texting me, she forgot about me. It's not like that. It's like just checking up each other from time to time is a really, really good relationship, the connection. Yeah. And I hope everyone has that friend that, like, you have someone that you can, whenever you have doubts in life, or you just have someone to talk.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, no, I have kind of a friend like that as well. She's also from the Philippines too. She lives in Japan. I think I mentioned her one time.
Oh, yeah.
Sis, if you're watching, I call her Sis. Sis, if you're
Sis.
watching, hello, hi, from California.
Sis.
I'll come visit you soon, one day.
Wow.
If
I want to go to Japan too.
I know, Sam. I know.
Yeah.
We talked about the sakura trees.
She can be a
Sakura-
tour guide.
Sakura came out. Yeah, I tell her all the time. I asked her, I was like, I'll pay for everything. Like, I'll pay for your meals. I'll pay for our traveling. I'll pay for like our hotel for both of us to stay. Different rooms, obviously.
Okay.
But I told her, I was like, I'll pay for accommodations, and if you be my tour guide, it's just a matter of finding the schedule for that to happen, because she's a hard worker and she's very busy. So it's just a matter of finding the time to do so. But we'll get there one day. Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll get there one day.
Can I go with the tour?
Yes. Let's
Can
do
I
it.
go with the tour?
That'd be awesome to do an episode in Japan with Mount Fuji behind us.
Yes.
Dreams, goals.
Yeah. And maybe, what was I about to say? I forgot what I was supposed to say.
Oh man.
Oh man, the dragon eats my brain cells. So yeah,
Yeah.
I forgot
You
that.
haven't eaten yet?
I had food.
Okay.
Well, yeah, my thoughts got eaten by the dragon. So sorry. Yeah.
When she's hungry, the dragon comes out. She calls it the dragon, and that's when the tears
There's a
come out,
secret.
the anger comes out,
That's a top
gun
secret.
comes out.
Uy, no. No gun. But yeah, really, one day I hope we can be there. And also, I want to meet her too. maybe this is what I'm telling you. Like maybe if we can go to Japan and meet her. Maybe we're gonna be besties, and you'll be like, I thought I'm
Quiet the whole time. How
yeah,
dare
I
you steal
thought
my second sister?
what?
How dare you steal my second sister? But yeah, it's crazy. Like her and I met on a Facebook page. She was drawing anime stuff, and I asked her if she could do a drawing for me for this school project that I was doing at the time.
Wow.
And it came out great. It was a screenplay based
Okay.
off of my favorite anime called K-On! So she drew Mugi. Mugi's a character on there.
Okay.
She drew Mugi, and then my main character, who's new. She drew them together to make like this cool little poster for me. And ever since then, we were friends. Like we clicked from K-On!,
okay.
which is my favorite anime, one of my favorites. That's how we clicked. We met, and then she was living in the Philippines at the time. I don't remember where. And as we got older, she moved to Japan. Like she knows
Maybe
Japanese.
she's from Cebu.
Huh? Maybe.
Maybe
We'll see.
she's from
I'll ask her.
Cebu. Yeah, like where are you from? Because maybe
I'll ask
we'll.
her.
Yeah.
Well, if she's a Cebu anime fan, then maybe she was one of the guys that got caught recently.
No.
The Goku.
Oh, I haven't sent you guys. There's like their video is really good, and they did that. Okay, just to make the people like what are they talking? So there is this two guys that have been arrested here in Cebu because it's Halloween, so they had a costume at Son Goku and Spider-Man. So they got arrested because
Strange
of because they're making like what's this what's the I forgot what's the act of doing that, but I saw the video because I figure out that they're friends. Right
wow,
before,
really?
right before he got arrested, they're together, and they were like, like they're just having fun. But then they shoot it. I realized that they shoot it at the at the highway, but it's far from the city. It's not that much cars like driving,
Right.
and but they uploaded it. So the police saw it, and then like you're making something that can make
So
the drivers
distracted.
distracted. But
Yeah,
they're really good.
dangerous.
They're really good. They have this kamehameha wave like with effects and the evolve thing. I'm like, oh, that's so
That's
cute.
awesome.
Like, but at the same time, I'm like, oh.
Don't do that. That's awesome.
Don't
Don't
do that. They just said I think they're being released because it was just it was not in a really busy highway. So they already apologized and everything, and I think they're good now. Yeah.
You haven't sent me the video of it yet. I gotta check it out.
Yes.
Sounds cool.
Yes. I will send it to you.
That's such a small world though. Like somebody who knows them and was with them before it happened. That's awesome.
It's Cebu. So sometimes
Small
here in
world.
Cebu, Cebu is kind of big for but if you're in Cebu, like say for example, you meet someone, there's no way that you don't have a mutual friends or like someone. There's no way that it's like that. So
Right.
that's why Cebu is like a place where people are just connected to each other. That's the magic of being like connected to each other. It's easy to communicate, like it's easy to make friends. See, this is connected. It's easy to
awesome.
make friends because even if you don't know the person, like for the first time, like, hey, hi, what's your name? What's your surname? From the surname, like, oh, did you know the blah blah blah? Like, oh yes, I know. Automatically, like
That's cool.
you guys click because you have something in common. Yeah.
That sounds kind of like Mexican culture as well. Mexican culture is kind of the same little bit, not necessarily fully, but it's so sad. Like America lost that. We lost that sense of community a long time ago. I remember growing up doing like community stuff, like community active service and like getting involved with our church and stuff like that. And it's just sad to see it go. It's but oh well, it's called growing up.
Yeah, be grown. Okay.
Absolutely.
I think it's your turn. Is it your turn?
Yeah. So my
Okay.
next point here is people who will have your back and stand up for you no matter what. So kind of back to the whole reliability thing, but also with this kind of a hint of how to explain it. Kind of hint of standing up for you. So if somebody's like talking bad about you in front of them, they'll be a good friend and kind of step up for you and defend your honor and in your absence. That's somebody like that, yeah. Instead of playing along with it or anything like playing along with whoever's talking bad about you or something like that. Yeah, they'll do the complete opposite and stand up for you. Yeah.
So that's okay. Can I add? I mean,
Yeah.
I have a point here that says they speak good without your presence. Yeah, they speak good to your name without their presence. I think that's so important because that's the good indication that she's being a good friend. She tells good to other people. Like, oh, she's really really a good friend. Awesome personality, awesome person. Yeah, because there are
Yeah,
people
goes
who
along.
backstab you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
It goes along with that, the whole, talking good about you, but also not allowing other people to talk bad about you. Just being
Yeah.
being a good friend and standing up for you when you can't do it yourself, or stand up for yourself.
Yeah, I had an example for this. So while I was working in a corporate world before, someone told me like, hey, this girl said blah 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 that you're like this, like that, and I'm like, if I can't have like, if that will not pay me, please don't tell it to me, because I don't really care what they say. You can just think whatever you want to think, but like this is me, and people will have to say whether I'm doing good or bad.
Right.
Like people, it's always like that. People have something to say, even if you're doing good. Yeah, they
Yeah,
will
exactly.
say something about you. So
Yeah. I think I honestly I kind of blame the work environment for being boring. That people have to entertain themselves. So even if you're doing everything correct, or you're a good person and you're nice to people and you're not being disrespectful to your managers or your coworkers, I think somebody's always going to find a way to destroy that, or like kind of create drama in the workspace, because I think people get bored. Me, what I do is I like to play games sometimes, like with people. Like we'll make a game where we throw stuff into a bucket, just keeping ourselves entertained, or trying to guess like how many, like for example, when I was working at Toyota, like how many cars are in the back, something like little games like that, just to keep yourself entertained.
wow.
But some people go out of their way and create rumors, create dramas about you. Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I
think
have those.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
No, it's okay. I was just gonna say, would you say that men or women kind of create rumors more in the workspace?
I don't know, maybe women do more. I'm not gonna protect
I
the
agree.
women, to like the sisters, but I think because we're like naturally women are like, oh yeah, when we're together, like we just talk like this, and I think men always talk about cars, about stuff like
Women,
that.
but other women.
Women, yes, and I don't think that you guys have that kind of, like in you that you wanna talk about
Yeah.
other people's, but also with women too, huh? With women too, but it really depends on the kind of environment and circle that you have. Because I myself, I'm not gonna deny the fact that sometimes I go like, oh yes, what's the tea? What's the chismis all about? Oh, I mean, a chismis is a chismis. It's okay that you talk about it. What's not good in chismis is that if there's a chismis going on, it should be like in you. You will not gonna say it to other people.
Right.
Like you'll spread it.
What, cheese? What?
Chismis.
What is that?
It's like
Is that a
gossip.
new cream cheese for my bagel?
Yes, it's like a gossip. Like if there's a
Ah,
gossip, like someone tells you gossip, yeah, just okay. This is entertainment. Okay, I'm like that. Like okay, entertainment. But then I'm not gonna like spread it. That's the
right.
bad thing.
Just it ends with you.
Ends with you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I see. I'm the same way too. Well, actually, like I've heard, like somebody will try to tell me a rumor and stuff like that, right? And I'll like you said, it ends with me. But I don't go out my way to like judge those people because for all I know, that person could be making it up. For all I know, they could be misunderstood or they could be misinformed. You know, so I try
True.
my best to just kind of have an open mind about it and not go to a conclusion right away. And then on top of that, like I told, like I have a friend of mine who, him and I, we work together at Toyota, and we get lunch with each other all the time. Like we always get, there's this good noodle shop that we go to together, and him and I will catch up. You know, we'll talk about stuff like what life is, how life is, and stuff like that. And then sometimes he'll share some drama that's going on, you know, at their workspace, and it's fun to hear. Like I like hearing about it, but I don't like go out, like you said, I don't go out and spread it. It ends with me, you know.
Yes.
It's
It
yeah, I
ends
think
with
that's
you.
a good thing to do.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But also, I forgot what I'm about to say.
It's okay.
That the dragon eats again. So, but yeah, like it's nice to have a something. Chismes or gossip is not good. So it's not really good when you like tell it to other people and spread it. That's just it.
Cheese-miss?
Chismes, yes.
Cheese-miss.
I thought it's Spanish
I've
word.
never heard.
I really
that
thought
before.
it's a Spanish word because there are people, my friends who are from America, they know chismes.
I've never heard.
Yeah, they
that before.
oh okay, chismes, like gossips.
There you go. That's the first time I've heard it, but it's cool. I like it, like spreading.
Oh, this is your word. This is the second word that you learned from us.
Oh,
The first
that's
one
good
was a recap.
Salame?
Yeah.
Salame?
Guys, look at that. Ooh.
Salami.
And then mat, salamat.
Salami.
Salami. It sounds like a sushi or something, like a food.
It's meat. Salami is meat. I put a little picture up on there.
Salami.
Salami. Salama.
Salamat. It's
Salamat.
salamat. And then now you have
Cheese-miss.
chismes. Yes.
Is that a different language, or just yeah, yeah,
Just
yeah.
Bisaya, Tagalog. It's the same. Yeah,
Okay.
chismes. Okay.
Cheese-miss.
Yeah.
You're gonna start your own cheese brand called Cheese-miss.
Chismes. Chismes. Alright.
Cheese-maze. Hey, there you go. That's a good one.
Okay, let's go to the
Branded.
next one. Before we're gonna come up with something that's
Taken.
cheesy. Okay. Is it my turn or your turn?
Yes, it's your turn. Yeah, go for it.
Okay. Someone who spends quality time, not always, but true friends find time to bond with. To bond. True. Yeah, I have those
Yeah.
friends that are like we see each other once a year.
Wow.
And Mitch is a good. What? There were times after the pandemic, it was like okay to see each other, and she always say like, when are we going to see each other? There's no COVID anymore. Like yeah, we have plans. Like it took us a year, but you know what's crazy? We're just in the same, in just the same city.
Wow.
We don't see each other. And that's why when we get the chance to see each other, we're just like having fun. It
You like how? How?
like like we're just like doing
One more
that
time.
to each
One more
other.
time. What-
No. Okay, yours. So yours.
Yeah, I
Fun
put
to me.
here. No, I'm
Nah.
teasing you. I'm teasing you.
Okay.
Yeah. I put here people who give without expecting in return.
Ah.
Yeah. So yeah. So
Very
people.
true.
Yeah. So a friend is like, hey, here's this for you. and they don't expect something in return, or hey, I'm gonna have your back here, and they don't expect that in return as well. For me, I think I would like to say I'm like that as well. Like I'll do stuff for people without expecting them to return the favor whatsoever. Because when you do something for somebody and you expect that, it's not genuine. It doesn't come from the heart. There's like you said, the hidden motive behind it. For me though, however, when somebody does something for me, I feel like I have to kind of repay the favor.
Okay.
Yeah, just not an obligation thing, more like a, hey, you have my back and I appreciate that, I'm gonna have your back in this moment, or hey, you paid for lunch here, I'm gonna have your back and pay for lunch for you as well. Actually, just recently I got lunch.
Voluntary.
Yeah, just recently I got lunch with my cousin. He let me borrow the black headphones I was wearing last time. Thank you, Mike, for letting me borrow those. I didn't have any. My dog ate my last ones. He chewed up the inside. So he let me borrow his headphones, and I bought him lunch. But this time when we met up again for the second time, he bought me lunch this time. So it was like, just kind of repaying the favors. Yeah, I think that's a cool thing, a cool dynamic to have, just having each other's back and taking care of each other. Yeah.
It's not like benefiting from you. I mean, what I mean is like someone who just wants to be like to get something from you. And it's a good thing that like there's a balance, like voluntarily. Oh, I got this. Oh, like let me, because you paid for our dinner last time. Oh,
absolutely.
Hey, we can be friends too. Like you can free free lunch.
Free lunch, yeah. No, you get too many free lunches from your events. So you're covered. You're good.
Okay. Nah. Okay, I think I'm down to my second to the last.
Perfect.
Check up on you when you are quiet. No matter how busy we are, because like me, I'm a busy person, but I still have time to, because social media has a big impact in our life. So it's easy. Like if you have a friend, you can easily check their social media, like how are they doing, even without asking them. So might as well, if like someone is being like, oh, why is she not, like maybe I should ask her. Like it's an easy way to like check up, like go DM her, like, hi, how are you, what are you doing. I think it's healthy to have a connection or a communication like that, to check when, especially when they're quiet, because you will know that, oh, there's something's like maybe something's wrong. Yeah. Not just when you guys are like having fun, you just communicate, or like but also when they're quiet, because most of the people there who are quiet, they're struggling with something, and it's sometimes also it includes like maybe they have mental breakdown, or and they don't want to I mean, that's me. Like sometimes I go quiet really on social media, although that's part of my job. That's the hard thing about being working in social media. You have to show up, even if the world is trying to show up, just put like you're laughing, but at the back of it you're not. So but there are people who are not working in social media stuff, so if they're quiet, just go ask, because maybe you are the only person that they need to talk. Because same as me, I don't always go to like people and tell that I'm not okay, because I feel like each of us have our own burden, and then I don't want to be a burden, or like be a negative, something like that. But if you have a good friend, I think it's helpful that sometimes you check them, and then that's the time that they're gonna open up to you, like, hey, I'm not really doing well right now. Comfort them and tell them like good positive energy, give them that.
Absolutely, I agree 100%. That kind of mirrors my next point here, is that I put people who will build you up when you're feeling down and not tear you down. So I think it kind of correlates with what you just mentioned there. People in your circle should be there, like they should kind of have the awareness of, oh, hey, they're not acting the same. There might be something wrong, and go out of the way to make sure that you're okay. Yeah, go out of the way to make sure that you're that they can get you back to, helping you discover like what's wrong, and finding answers to what's wrong, to those situations. And they build you up in those times, not tear you down. For example, I made a good example on our last recording. Unfortunately, I lost it. But there's like good criticism and bad criticism. Like bad criticism is basically tearing somebody down with your words, like, oh, you're this and you're that and you're this that. But good criticism is like, oh, hey, you're doing this and this is what's hurting you. How do you fix that? You know what I mean? It's calling you out on what you're doing wrong, but not in a bad way. It's very loving. It's like, hey, I keep seeing you doing this to yourself, and I don't want to see you doing that because the result is you're hurting yourself, and I don't want you to be in that pain anymore.
Who said that?
Stuff like that, like building you up. Yeah.
Who said that?
Said what?
Who said that you? I'm just kidding.
Oh, yeah. Not yet. Episode 20, hopefully. We got a reply to one of our guests. We're excited. Yeah, we're excited. Got a reply.
Okay.
Hopefully we get a reply to a second guest.
Yeah.
Alicia,
if you're watching, Alicia. Okay.
Yeah, so that was my last point there for what makes a true and good friend circle of friends.
Okay, I have
makes sense.
a good example too. Just recently, the other night. So James, right? James, support local. Hello. So I was just it was just, I don't know, like nighttime, and I was just editing, and then he called me, and out of the blue he was like, man, just I'm not like, sorry James, but yeah, and then he's struggling with something, and I said like, hey, life is like that, just take this a lesson, something like that. And then he said like, you know what, that's all I need to hear, thank you so much.
Yeah,
like to hear something like that, like people who reach out to you when they're not in a good situation, you have to treasure them, because they have a lot of friends, but you're the first one that they call. Reach out and say that kind of what's going on in their life. So like a friend is not just for happiness. When you're happy, you're enjoying things, but also when you are down, and especially when you're down, you can really tell who's your true friend when you're down. Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. I think being and having friends that are there for you can be those people who you can call at 3 a.m. or 2 a.m. when you need them. I remember a friend of mine was going through a really bad breakup, and almost every day he would call me at like 3 a.m. while I had work too. Right? We would talk for like 2 hours, and I was just talking him out of stuff like the stuff that he was thinking about, not like suicide stuff. None of that. Like I'm talking about like him. When you go through a breakup, you have all these questions like, am I the bad person? Am I this that? But just helping him discover like what he was going through and stuff like that. I think we need to have those kind of connections in life. And sometimes it's a burden, but it's a burden of love. Just like there's labors of love, there's burdens of love. Like I care about my friend that much that if he needs somebody to talk to at 2 a.m. and 3 a.m, I'd rather have him call me than to be stuck in that mindset alone, because I've been there. I've been in that mindset alone where you have nobody to talk to, and it's 4 o'clock in the morning, and or 2 you can't sleep, and to have nobody there is just like, it's devastating. It's devastating. So I try to. I think I try, when it comes to me being a friend, I try to put myself. I will not even put myself in that position. I've been in that position before. I tried to do anything I can to help them avoid being in positions like that. Because I've been there. It's like empathy on top of sympathy. Yeah, if that makes sense. Yeah.
Okay, empathy on top of sympathy. Yes.
Yeah. So like sympathy is like feeling bad for somebody, but empathy is being able to resonate with their feelings and feel it as well. Yeah. So it's like both of that. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Wow, look
Yeah.
at you. You will have an award for being a good friend.
No, my reward is the fact that he's healed and he has a wife now, and so
Wow.
he got through all that, and he's in a better place. He just got a new house, so congratulations. If you're watching this, I don't think he is because he's very
Yeah, he's
busy.
busy.
Yeah, very busy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay.
so before, and in closing, to close this out a little bit, let me ask you a few questions here.
Okay.
Why do you feel like the older we get, the harder it is to find new friends, or do you kind of stick with the filtering idea that
Yeah.
you mentioned earlier?
It's not hard, but now you have this like yeah, like you filter people. I mean me. I
Yeah.
filter people. I don't really like oh, he's not my friend. But there's like classification. Okay. This one is for acquaintance. This one is for like okay, hi, hello, something like that.
Right.
This one is like, oh, this is like we're like elbow to elbow kind of friends like that.
Yeah.
This one is like more like really deep. Like we're gonna be like the connection is I can talk to her like deep, something like that. Like there's like that classification of friends that I have now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's easy to have
Um,
friends, but now that I'm 30, I'm in my 30s, it's kind of it's still easy to make friends,
right.
but I do have like a filter now.
Yeah.
Yes.
I hear you. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
I agree. I think I have a filter as well too, and that kind of came at a hard price. There's a friend of mine who I've known for a very long time,
Mm-hmm.
very long time. Recently, they kind of, I don't want to say betrayed me. They didn't really betray me. They kind of didn't have my back in a situation, and I felt betrayed. I kind of felt like, hey, like I've been there for you many times, and I've never asked for anything from you ever. Like I've never asked anything from you, and just this one time asking this favor, and they just completely brushed it off, and so now I kind of had to discover that filter that you mentioned, like find out who's really my friend, who's always there, and then kind of filter out who are acquaintances, are people who I just know in life. You know what I mean? It was a very hard lesson to learn, and no hard feelings, no anger, hate towards them whatsoever. Just kind of sad that they went from being a really good friend to almost downgrading to just being an acquaintance, and yeah, it kind of sucks.
That's so sad.
But I put here. So I think the reason why it was so easy for us to find friends when we were younger, or even in our childhood, is because friends were found based on what school or like after school activities, or what kind of hobbies that we had back as children. Like it was easy to just click with other children, other kids that way, and usually there was a life. As life goes on, those people come with you. Some don't, obviously, but mostly, the really good friends, they stick with you. Yeah.
When
So,
we're young, we're careless. Like we don't like as long as we have have a lot of friends, because that's cool. Like, oh, that's
Yeah.
my friend. That's my friend. Because we're young, we don't have. Like, oh, maybe these are gonna betray me or not. But I don't care. Like, we're young. But
Yeah.
when we get old, we have those like as we grow old, we have experiences in life that we go through, and so our decisions in life changes too. Especially in choosing friends. So I do. Can I share like this is like a personal thing? I might want to share
for it.
this to
Go for it.
the
Getting vulnerable.
podcast.
So May is gonna get a little vulnerable with us right now, guys. So let's
Yeah, I
let's
might
hear.
cry. I might
Okay.
cry. No, I'm not gonna cry because I got through it. Okay, so this is like a story like 2015 happened. So what's this? Oh, when I was in my teenage years, I have a circle of friends that I call friends. So we're like, but they're older than me. But so in that circle, I have one that I call like ate, or like an older sister, and I treat her like a best friend. So what happened was, we grew up together. I mean, like teenage to 20-ish, something like that. For 7 years, we've been so close. I mean, the only thing that we don't share is toothbrush. Oh yeah, toothbrush. That's the only thing that we don't share. Yeah, and it's this like, I let her be in her house. I mean, live there for a couple of months, and also there were times that, I lived in their boarding house for like a month or less than a month, and it was like something like that. Like we're like six sisters, but and so we had a job together, and luckily we're in the same company. I was 19 that time, and yeah, 19, and then she's there, and then I got hired, and so like from work to going home, we're together for so long. Like that's the kind of friendship that we build. It's more like a sister, like maybe more than a sister, because like we don't really like talk much with my sisters, but her, like I talk, like I say a lot of things. I mean, I'm so open to her. And then there 2015, I'm like, how old am I, right? 22, 23, 22. Yeah, that was like, what happened? Because out of the blue, she just saying something bad behind my back, and even in front of me, that I don't know what I did. And it's so hard to think that, what did I do? Like, is there something that I said? Like, she could have talked to me. And we live in the same apartment. So, what happened was, she went home around 1 a.m. and she went home with a lot of shoes. And me, I'm like, I was sleeping, and then when I got up, so I was like, kind of groggy, something like that. So I like, hi ate, what are you, like, what's that? You have a lot of sandals. And then she told me, I can still remember it. Yeah, and and you don't have one. And that's the thought, like, I'm like, maybe she's in a bad mood or something like that. Huh? I'm not even asking for one. I'm just like saying that, oh, you have a lot of nice sandals. I just said that. And I thought, like, maybe she's just drunk. But she's not. You can tell that she's not. What happened? So I was like, because it's already 1 a.m. and like I went back to sleep, and she sleep too. And then by the morning, I thought like everything was okay. So I was like cooking, and then I asked her like, hey, ate, what do you want? You want egg? She's like, dude, she's not talking to me. And I even asked our friend also, who we live together, what happened? Like, is she in a bad mood? And she doesn't have even a clue. Like, I don't know what happened to that. But then it continued to our workplace, to our office, and she's like doing stuff, like doing like that, like what they call it in English, like, so, like, for example, she's holding something, and then she will like boom, like something like that.
Oh, like slamming on the desk.
Slamming something, like, yeah, and she will gonna talk like loud about something that I know that she's the only one who knows that, because she's my friend, right? Like, she's like, there's someone here. It's like, huh? What did I do? And so my manager called me, because like, what's going on? And I know you guys are close, and then what happened? I was like, I don't know too. And it continued for how many weeks, months, and I am so I'm such an emotional person, and I don't know what did I do? So every time that she'll do like slamming or like saying something out loud, and then people were gonna look at me because they know that it's for me, and I don't even talk back, or I don't even say something, and then I was just gonna go to the restroom, just cry there, and then I wipe my tears, and then my manager see it, so she called me again, and then she was like, hey, what happened? Like, I don't even know. So like, she she called the girl too, and then she's asking. This is crazy. She's asking like, "Hey, what's wrong? Like, what's the problem between you two?" And she just said like, "I know I'm being a bad friend right now, and I don't know." And I'm like, and my manager told me like that's what she said. I'm like, there must be something, because like, why would you do such thing about this? And she's telling me that like, I'm what's this? Uh, I so let's skip that because I don't know the word. So I think not like after how many years about that, we don't talk about that even until now. And we kind of like, it fades through time, because me, I was like so hurt about what she did, so I moved. I had my own apartment because of that, 'cause, like, it stresses me out. Like every day she will office to apartment, she will slam something, like say bad things, and I can't take that. So I had my own place just for that. And like every day I keep on asking myself like, what did I do wrong? What, like, am I a bad person? Am I a bad friend? It keeps on like for how many months? And during that time, that's the crucial time of my life, because um I broke up with my first boyfriend, my first ex, and she knows about that. And like, to me, it was so hard, because you're supposed to have a best friend who comforts you during that time, but instead she's like spreading some bad stuff. And worst, she went to my parents and say something bad, and now my parents are like seeing me as a bad person, so I'm alone. Like every day I went home really like devastated, because working, and she's there, she's doing stuff, telling something. At home I'll be alone crying. That's my like 2015. That's the hardest thing, like, and the worst thing is that when your parents are believing other people than you, that's the hard, like, to deal with. And I don't know who to talk with, because I was so alone. Like, I was every day I'm crying. That's the hardest thing. Like, I feel like I lose. It's more like I broke up with my ex, but then why is it so painful to lose a friend like that, that you don't even know what you've done, and then it just went away. Like, we don't talk about it because she doesn't want to talk. And there are so many times that like, I reach out and wanted to talk, but she don't want. And now I kind of realize after that, it was like maybe she's kind of jealous of the fact that I had a boyfriend during that time, because we don't have much time, because every weekend I go, like, I have a boyfriend, so I go to we have dates and something like that, we go together. And maybe that's the thing, like, she's not used to that, like every weekend we're not like hanging out. But she could have told me, like, or I don't know, that's all. Like, maybe a little jealousy of me being in a relationship with someone. I don't know. I don't really know, because up until now we don't settle. But
Right.
just this year she messaged me. There was like so many years already. She messaged me, and then she said like, hey, and she got married, by the way. Yeah, with a really good person that I know. And I think that really helps her to manage her anger issues, because I know she has anger issues. She has this very hot-headed kind of, but he's a calm person, and the way how she is right now. So she invited me to go to her son's birthday, and I was like, oh, I think this is just it, like, to end everything. Although we don't talk about it, the fact that she's reaching out, I mean, okay, so I went there, and then like, she's a different person now. She talked like, huh? What? Like, I think having a good partner really changes your behavior and attitude too.
Yeah.
She's like, wow, this is not my bestie back then, I know she'll like go and get war or something like that. Like go after with someone that she don't like, hey, go get here. Like, but now she's like more calm, more smiling. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, just happy. And for a very long time, I already like I prayed a lot that forgive for forgiveness, even if I don't have that for what's this like forgiveness that I have from her. I just prayed and like, and yeah, that's it. No bitter feelings on my side. So that's why when we see each other, she was like, oh, I miss you so much. Oh, I'm like, oh, that's all I need. Yeah, and then we're okay now. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
That's strange. I don't know why somebody would do that just randomly. There's got to be a deeper meaning behind it.
I know. And I don't even know. So I was so brokenhearted about that for how many years. Now I don't cry, but before, like fresh years, I always cry because I lost someone who's I always thought that a good friend of mine.
Yeah, it's hard.
It's really hard. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's hard. That's kind of where I was recently with like I said, the whole figuring out that this person wasn't really a friend, more of an acquaintance, and for me to put them on that friend pedestal and expect or think that they would have my back the way I've had theirs throughout the years, it's different.
Yeah, the feeling of being abandoned. Yeah, and worse, you're being attacked too, without kind of betrayed that you don't even know what you did wrong. And then when someone asking what you did wrong, then they told you like, no, I'm like,
don't know.
It's just like that. That's crazy. And I'm like, oh, I want to be a good friend, but like, what happened? Like, But yeah, that's it. My personal story about having a friend. But also in life, you just have to accept things and forgive. That's the best way to deal with something like that. That's hard, really hard. And I know I'm not just the only one who struggles with having a friend who betrays them. Maybe there are worse cases than mine, like really betraying things. So yeah, that's it. Just accept everything.
Yeah. So. Well, thank you for sharing. I apologize that you went through that. That's hard, and sorry that you had to go through that. I would say, I'll tell you later. I was gonna say.
I'm okay now, so yeah. Let's
maybe you could share that story with our guest that we might have. She might be able to give you some pointers. Okay, let's go. Well, guys, on that note, that is going to conclude today's episode. We want to thank you guys so much if you made it all the way to where we are now on the video. And on that note, we're going to go ahead and let May close us out in prayer, and we will see you guys all next Wednesday and Friday too. Wednesdays and Fridays now, because now we have our short episodes, which is just fast-paced and a little bit more high energy. So Wednesdays and Fridays, both at the same time, 6 p.m. Manila time and 3 a.m. over here, California, 6 a.m. in New York. Yeah.
Okay, all around the world. Yes.
Yeah, all around the world. Yeah. So on that note, guys, we're going to go ahead and close this out in prayer as always, and we'll see you guys next Wednesday.
Okay, let us put ourselves in holy presence of the Lord as we'll say, in the name of the Father, Son, the Holy Spirit. Amen. Lord, we thank you for this another episode of me and Toko. Thank you so much for the wonderful things that you've given us in day by day. Thank you so much for the good health, and to those who are suffering, good Lord, please heal them, give them a healthy mind and a healthy soul and a healthy body. Lord, thank you for the air that we breathe, for the people that we meet, for the friends that we have, especially our parents also, good Lord. And bless us more and bless those people who are in need also, good Lord. This all I ask through Christ our Lord. Amen. And the Father, the Son, and the Spirit. Amen. Yay.
And on that note, guys, that's going to conclude today's episode. Just remember, when it comes to finding your friends, just filter out those who you know and can trust will be there for you and have your back and have your best interest no matter what. So on that note, my name is Tokomodo.
And this is QueenTv.
And you just listened to
Prayerdise. Oh, we almost, yes. Close, so close. Okay, we got this, guys. See you.
We'll get it one day.
Yeah, we'll get it one day. See you on our next episode. Oh, Friday. See you on Friday. See you on Friday for our shorts.
Yep.
Yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe.